Welcome to season 2 of Stacy's Kitchen. And today I'm going to be kicking it off with a traditional menu around this time here in Trinidad and Tobago. And it's none other than stewed fish paired with ground provisions. So guys, let's get started. Okay guys, so we're heading to get our fish for our recipe today. So we are here at the San Fernando Wharf and I'm seeing some lovely fish here. Good morning.
Morning, sweetheart.
How are you?
I
I am great. So I am looking for some nice fish to do a recipe for Easter. As you know, it's at that time of the year again.
Okay.
So tell me, what are some of the best fish that you have?
We got cocoa, which is kangaroo, we got blackfish.
Right.
Top one red, top redfish.
Well, you have a whole variety here. I'm seeing, what's your name by the way?
Baji.
Guys, so this is Baji, and we're gonna get fish from Baji today on the San Fernando Wharf. All right, so these guys here look nice. So I want to get 2 of these because I want to bake it. This is what, redfish or
Red snapper.
red snapper?
That's like up on our house.
Right. Okay. Okay. So Baji, I'll have 2 of the cavalli, right?
No problem.
Okay guys, so this dish is very easy to prepare. It doesn't take much time, and yes, we are still doing meals on a budget. So I have here some ground provision. So it consists of dasheen root, or also it comes from the dasheen bush, or as a lot of people internationally will know it as taro root. We have our sweet potatoes, which is also a family member of the ground provision. I have normal potatoes, and I have eddos, or as everyone else says, eddo root, and I have some green bananas. Guys, so let's get started. So I'm going to boil my provision first up. Okay, so my water has begun to heat, so I'm going to add my ground provision to the boiling water. And so this is really like, you have to test it for texture. So you want the provisions to be very soft, so it's easy to digest. All right, so let's put this in. Okay guys, so like I said, quick and easy and very yummy. So I have already had my cavalli fish that I bought right here in Trinidad, in San Fernando, of course, at the San Fernando Wharf. I got some lovely cavalli that is yummy. So I'm gonna add some of my Chatak green seasoning. And I'm also going to add some of my homemade ground seasoning as well. So I have about 8 pieces of fish here. So I'm putting about 2 tablespoons of freshly ground seasoning. For those of you who don't know, we say seasoning because it seasons the fish, but it consists of mince, basil, thyme, oregano, what we call cilantro or bandania, peppers, you know, you name it. So it's a full season up we have going on here. Stewed fish, curried fish, you know, we must have our local seasoning. And Chatak provides us with that already in a bottle. All right, so I'm adding some salt. Guys, the recipe will be uploaded, so I am just averaging at the moment. But basically, this is about a tablespoon of salt to these slices. I'm also going to put a pinch of turmeric powder. All right, so I have my salt, my green seasonings, and my turmeric powder. This smells yummy already. See how quick and easy is that? I will usually wash my fish with some flour and some lime. Now guys, one word of advice. I know sometimes we say we like to buy things fresh, but I would always recommend that you refrigerate your meats or fish before cooking. It kills the parasites. All right, so my fish looks lovely and well seasoned. So I'm gonna set the fish aside. To be honest, you don't have to over season fish like for any long period of time because the meat is so delicate. It could disintegrate or break down very fast, and we don't want that. We want our fish to be nice and firm. So I'm gonna set this aside for maybe just about 15 minutes. And so my provision is almost done. You see all that smoke and bubble. It boils pretty fast. I would say 20 minutes as the most. All right, so let me take this off and I'm going to strain this out. So guys, when you're using hot stuff, use some mittens. All right, so we're gonna strain this. Okay guys, so right after the break, I'll come back and we will start doing our prep work for both our ground provision and our stewed fish. See you then.
Welcome to the Chatak's kitchen, where it's tastier and spicier. For even more taste, cook with Chatak's Amchar masala, saffron, ground jeera and black pepper. Mix in Chatak's mild, spicy or Madras curry. Get a burst of excitement with a mango amchar, homsate and mango kuchila, lime and pepper chunks, West Indian hot sauce and lime pepper sauce. Plus, Chatak's tamarind and mango chutneys are perfect with kalori and sahina. So make your kitchen a Chatak kitchen. Chatak's fruit products, bringing good taste to life.
Okay guys, welcome back to Stacy's kitchen. It's prep time. All right, so this is for my ground provision. I'm going to fry it up. So I'm going to chop some onions. And guys, remember the full recipe will be posted. Please WhatsApp us for further information. Let us know what you think and please try the recipes. The number is 393 ACTN. And also guys, check the ACTN Facebook page. We will be posting all the recipes there. Take note of that. All right, so I have a half of an onion chopped. So I'm going in here with some pimento peppers. Pimento gives it a really, really nice flavor. I'm not taking the seeds out because, as you know, very rare you might actually get a very spicy pimento. These are actually really nice. So I'm putting some garlic. Guys, and some kitchen tips. Remember to keep your fingers behind the knife. So, thinly sliced garlic. All right, so everything is coming together. I'm not using normal hot pepper today. I'm using Chatak's chili pepper. I can't wait to try this. So I'm gonna put 2 of these. Very lovely. All right, so let me set up my pot to start frying my ground provision. All right, so I'm going to put a bit of oil to heat. You could use any type of oil. I like cooking with coconut oil, so I'm using some coconut oil, probably about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil or coconut oil. And we're gonna let that heat up. When you see it's nice and smoky, then we start adding our onions and our pimento and garlic mix. So this might take probably about 2 minutes to start heating up. Okay, so we're not wasting any time. So while the oil is heating for the provisions, I'm going to start to do some prep work for the fish. So I'm going to season some flour because I'm going to lightly fry it before stewing just to hold it together, okay? So I'm going in with some of this Chatak chili powder. Also some of the turmeric powder. Flavor and color. All in one. Alright, I'm also going to be putting some of the Chatak's homemade Madras curry in that batter. And guys, remember, the recipes will be posted to the ACTN's Facebook page. Alright, so let me start battering some of the fish. Alright, so just a light toss in the flour. And as I said, the battering is really just to hold the fish together because, you know, the fish is very delicate. Okay, so I'm just going to set my fish slices aside while we attend to the provisions. Okay, so to this heated oil, we are going to add our other set of seasonings. This smells so yummy already. Alright, so those guys are sauteing there. And I'm just going to quickly chop some tomatoes because, of course, our stew has to have tomatoes. It won't be a stew without tomatoes. I hope you are enjoying this so far. As you can see, I'm always excited about cooking something yummy and on a budget. Alright, so I'm going to add my tomatoes to start our stew sauce. Guys, in here smells so lovely already. Okay, just a dash of salt. Now my fish is highly seasoned, so I'm not going to put too much more seasoning into this, because seasoning tends to give it a bitter sort of taste as well. So I'm just going to add some water to that. Alright, so our stew sauce is looking lovely already. So I'm just going to leave this to simmer for about 10 minutes and we're going to get our provisions ready. Alright, so we have our pimentos, our onions, our chili pepper. So we're going to saute this. And I'm going to add some of this Chatak's garlic seasoning that's ground already to this mixture. Makes life so much easier. Ooh, those onions making me cry, so that means they're really good. Guys, don't forget to check out the ACTN's Facebook page. All the recipes will be posted there. Alright, so time to put our provision mix in and just give that a stew. Alright, so I'm just going to take it straight out of the strainer and I'm going to pour it. The strainer kind of big now. And to that I'm just going to put a sprinkle of salt Better less salt than more, guys. You can't take out the salt. All right, so our provisions look so lovely. So again, guys, it's a combination of ground provisions. There is dashi or taro root, edo root, potatoes, green fig, and sweet potatoes. All right, that looks and smells yummy. All right, let me taste for salt. On point. So look at that. How simple is that and how yummy is that? All right, so now it's time to put our fish together. All right, so my stew sauce is almost finished. So I'm just going to add 2 spoons of ketchup, which is like a key ingredient when you are doing stewed fish. This smells so amazing, guys. All right, so it also thickens the sauce. And just to top that off, I'm going to add 3 cubes of cooking butter. That's why you don't need to add a lot of salt. So it's all about balance. All right, just a little bit of my homemade ground seasoning as well. I hope everybody going to be making this for Good Friday, huh? All right, so let me give this a little taste. 100. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and I am going to just do our finishing additions. I'm going to just fry the fish for just a little bit, as I said, to hold it together, and then we are going to be adding the fish to this sauce in a bit.
Welcome to the Chatak's Kitchen, where it's tastier and spicier. For even more taste, cook with Chatak's Amchar Masala, saffron, ground jeera, and black pepper. Mix in Chatak's mild, spicy or Madras curry. Get a burst of excitement with a mango amchar, pomsade and mango kuchila, lime and pepper chunks, West Indian hot sauce, and lime pepper sauce. Plus, Chatak's tamarind and mango chutneys are perfect with kalori and sahina. So make your kitchen a Chatak kitchen. Chatak's fruit products, bringing good taste to life.
All right, so how are we going so far? I hope you guys enjoying this. So I'm going to give this a little fry. So the little batter on the fish also locks the flavors in as well. All right, so just about a minute or 2 on each side, because remember it's going to be cooking in that stew sauce again. We don't really want the fish falling apart, you know. And just a little bit of info on this type of fish that I bought. It's called the cavalli. There's only 1 bone in the center, so it makes eating fish easier. I know some people don't eat fish at all because of the bones, but guys, with fish you have a lot of options. And like I keep saying, I try to make things that are affordable. So basically this one fish that I bought and I am cooking could actually feed about 7 people. Because most people would just have 1 slice of fish with their food. And that fish actually costed me about 50 TT, which is amazing for this time of the year. Alright, so it's getting nice and brown now. Just, you know, for that little crusty look. You know, most of us Trinis, well, not me, most Trinis like everything well done. All right, so I'm gonna take this set out. Because like I said, we don't want to over fry because it's going to be going into that stew sauce as well. I'm just going to let that drain for a bit and I'm going to add the rest in. Guys, this place smells amazing. It smells like Good Friday already. Alright, so these are nice and toasty looking. So I'm taking these out. And then we're gonna finish up our fish stew. Alright, so it's time to finish up our meal today. Alright, so my stew sauce is bubbling nicely. And guys, one thing to note, get a pot that is big enough to accommodate everything. You don't want everything, smashing up together and, pieces all over. So you can rest your fish nice and comfortably. This looks amazing and it also tastes amazing and smells amazing. Alright, so I'm just going to let my fish simmer in this stew sauce for about 10 to 15 minutes and then we're good to go. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to add some fresh ginger. Fish is always good with freshly ground ginger. So sometimes tomatoes tend to taste a bit sour. What you can do is, ketchup isn't that sweet, so you can add a little bit of brown sugar if you want your sauce sweeter. So my final taste. Perfect. All right, guys, so there we have it. Our ground provision and our stewed fish. It's a favorite here in Trinidad and Tobago at Easter time. You need to try it. So now it's for the taste test time. Let me see if I could really cook it. Alright, so I'm just going to have a little bit of the provisions and a piece of this fish with some of this lovely stew sauce. Making a mess here. Doing the happy dance. Alright, so wonderful. Alright guys, this fish is nice and moist already. Smells amazing. Amazing. You have to try it. I can't stop eating. It was a good way to start back season 2. Okay guys, so we have come to the end of the first episode of Stacy's Kitchen Season 2. Guys, look out for us. Mondays, ACTN The Voice, 6:30 p.m. Special thanks to Chatak and everyone else who contributed to making these recipes come together so nicely. Don't forget to WhatsApp us 393-ACTN and look out for the recipes that will be posted on our ACTN Facebook page. See you there, guys.